I wanted to talk about Jimmy Garoppolo to the Browns because
All
that's
right,
what a lot of people
yeah.
have been throwing around for the last week or so. And obviously, because of the Deshaun Watson allegations, depending on how long that will be, because the league obviously wants him suspended for longer. And I think it probably will be a year, not 6 games, obviously. I think it'll probably be a year. But I don't think the Browns are going to trade for Jimmy Garoppolo. Or at least if I were the Browns, I wouldn't trade for Jimmy Garoppolo. Now, here's why. If you look at the Browns' schedule, the Browns already have a very difficult schedule. They have a
Hmm.
very difficult schedule. Outside of those divisional games, they have a very difficult schedule.
Hmm.
They have obviously their divisional games, and they have teams like the Buccaneers, the Dolphins, the Bills on their schedule. So it's a really hard schedule for the Browns. And if you hypothetically do trade for Jimmy Garoppolo, that offense is going to be run exactly the same, whether
Yeah.
it's Jacoby Brissett under center or Jimmy Garoppolo under center. That offense is going to be run exactly the same way, where you have a heavy, efficient run game,
Hmm.
and the quarterback throws a limited amount of passes. That's the
That's
way
right.
that offense is going to be run.
Yeah.
It's not going to be any different, right?
Right.
And if you look
You're just
at
gonna be
last,
paying a lot more for it when it's Jimmy. Yeah, it's
yeah,
true.
and if you look
Yeah.
at last season, when Case Keenum, Baker Mayfield couldn't go, and Case Keenum was the starter on Thursday Night Football against the Broncos. And obviously they had some running back injuries, and I think Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt was injured, and Nick Chubb had COVID. But when they did have Case Keenum under center, they ran the ball 22 times with Dearness Johnson. So think
Hmm.
about it, and even with Baker Mayfield, Nick Chubb gets around 17 to 20 carries per game. When Kareem Hunt is healthy, he also gets around 5 to 6 carries a game. So realistically, why would you trade for Baker Mayfield? At least I wouldn't, because the offense is going to be run
Jimmy,
exactly the same. What's up?
not Baker. Jimmy, not Baker. Jimmy. Hold on,
Not
real
Baker.
quick.
I mean
I
Jimmy.
feel. I feel like the point. Like, what is the good of trading for Jimmy Garoppolo now? He's been hurt all offseason. He doesn't know your playbook. He doesn't have a chemistry with your players. Like, it seems like to me he's going to be a backup quarterback this year. He wasn't in OTAs, minicamp. He's been hurt. How can you really get him ready and feel like, yeah, he gives us a better chance to win than Jacoby, who's been here the entire offseason? How? He's
And
not even good.
okay, let's say they do. Let's say they do trade for him. He has
Right.
to learn the playbook. It's like a
Right.
month before the season. He
Right.
has to learn the playbook. There's no way that Jimmy Garoppolo comes there and he has a
Yeah.
better grasp of the playbook than Jacoby Brissett, who's been there all offseason.
Yeah.
There's
I don't
no
get
way.
that. I see.
There's
To me,
no
I don't.
way.
I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo, because everyone's thinking like he'll be someone's savior, right? Like the Jets or the Browns. How is mediocre Jimmy coming off an injury who hasn't been with your team all offseason going to be anyone's savior? I don't see it.
Yep. And think about just the divisional games. I said that in the beginning.
Yeah.
Is Jimmy Garoppolo under center gonna beat a healthy Ravens team twice a year?
Yeah.
No. Is he gonna beat a healthy Bengals team twice a year? If Jimmy Garoppolo and that Browns team goes up against Joe Burrow twice a year, they're not beating a healthy Bengals team. They might beat the Steelers once this year, maybe once, but that's not
Yeah.
even guaranteed. But they're not
Yeah.
beating the Ravens, the Bengals.
I know.
And then, like I said, Bills, Buccaneers, Dolphins. That's already almost 8 games that you're not winning with Jimmy Garoppolo or Jacoby Brissett.
I mean, I got to take more calls, but before I let you go, tell me how you think this whole Jimmy drama ends.
He either gets cut or released.
There you go.
Yep.
That's one and the same, baby. Hey, fresh cut. Talking about cut, that's a nice cut.
I haven't gotten a haircut in almost a month, so not a new haircut.
No, it looks good. Hey, good to see you, man. I'll hit you up soon.
All right, man. Later.